Hey everybody, welcome to the Jim Masters Show live entertainment lifestyle variety talk show series. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a good day today. If you're not having a good day, you've come to the right spot on the dial to be entertained, informed, educated, inspired, and everything else we throw at you here, including the kitchen sink, because we have a good time on our talk show. We have lots and lots of good moments, great poignant moments, a lot of cool things happen too, because our shows are live, which I think is awesome. And again, I hope you're having a great day. Really busy day for me. I was all day in the television studio professionally on a television news interview shoot with a guest that flew in from Wisconsin, from Milwaukee here to the East Coast. We are here in the New York area. That's where this show originates from. If you've ever been watching the Jim Master Show live and you're like, where does that show come from? It comes from the New York area, New York City area, between New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, along the southern New England coast between New York and Boston. Positively stunning day today. It's about 80 degrees. It's sunny. It's beautiful and summer for us here at the time of this show because it's live. If you're watching this in the wintertime or the fall, none of that matters. But right now we're excited because summer is on its way. And I am an ocean guy. As many of you know, I love to swim, surf, boogie board, sail. I love to dive in the ocean, float in the ocean. You got to drag me out of the ocean, just barefoot, walk in the beach. We are here on the coast and I grew up near the coast. So I love the ocean. So the ocean speaks to me. So we're getting closer to that weather where yours truly can dive in and start swimming and surfing and having a good time. So we're all excited. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you're watching around the world. We thank you for being a part of our Lovity Squad, our Lovity family. If you don't know what that is, the loyal viewers of our series call themselves the Lovities. We say it every show because we have still so many new people who are discovering it. So I know sometimes if you watch the show regularly, when you hear me mention what the Lovity thing's all about, and you already know about it, it may seem like I'm repeating myself, but we have so many new people who are discovering the Jim Masters Show live series. And we welcome everybody that's new. And we also welcome all of our regulars who are called the Lovity Squad, because they say the show has a lot of light, love, and levity, and they say we are your Lovity Squad. So we welcome you. We welcome everybody. Gang, wow, I'm looking at it right now. I can see it. Our JMS live chat room is really on fire right now, and that's a good thing. It is totally on fire, meaning there's a lot of activity. A lot of people are saying hello to one another. They're saying hello to me. They're saying hello to our guest, Kate Boytek, who is a rising star in the country music scene. She's joining me in just a minute. She's an accomplished singer-songwriter, Nashville beloved, and she's coming to us live from beautiful West Virginia, USA, in just a second. So we are going to greet her in just a second, but look at the amount of comments coming in. Now, gang, if you would like to comment during the show, guess what? You can. But how do you do that? Well, if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is an easy thing to do, just hit that button right there. You see it on our YouTube channel. Hit the red subscribe button. There's no cost at all for that. You're just allowing yourself to be a part of our JMS Lovity family. It lets us know that you appreciate what we're doing. It helps us also to grow when you subscribe. It actually helps our channel, helps our episodes, helps us grow. And then YouTube allows these episodes to be seen by even more people. So if you really want to help the Jim Master Show Live thrive and grow, click that red button. Come join us here at Lovity Hall. There's no cost. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss any of our alerts. We send out notifications about all the episodes and specials. Like tomorrow, we're having a big 2-year anniversary celebration at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. So we got 2 shows tomorrow. And don't forget to give this episode and all the episodes you enjoy of the Jim Masters Show series a big thumbs up. There's a thumbs up icon on the YouTube channel. And drop a comment as well. What does that mean? Leave a comment on the actual YouTube channel right underneath this episode and all the episodes that you guys enjoy. If you love this episode, once you watch it, I mean, you don't have to leave the comment right now because we just started. But once you get into the flow of the show, if you like what we're doing, we love it when you leave a comment. And when you do leave a comment, you know what happens? YouTube loves that too. We appreciate it. But YouTube then takes this episode and bam, they get it out there to even more people around the world. So That's how it all works, gang. We'll put you to work. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would love that. It's Jim Masters TV, and give us a big thumbs up. We love that. Thanks to all of you who have done that. Now, if you would like to chat in our JMS chat room, subscribe to the YouTube channel, because that's exclusive for our subscribers, those who subscribe to the YouTube channel. And so that way there you can chat. We can see your comments. We'll show some of them on the screen. Don't forget, if you want to take it one step further, we would love it. You can also do super chat, super emoji, super stickers. That's something in the chat room you can do that helps support our series, lets us know you're enjoying the show and the episodes and everything else that we're doing. So that is super chat, super emoji, super stickers. You can do it while the show is live in chat. And then we show your comment on the screen, and it comes in big, bold colors. I personally thank you as well. Or you can also do super thanks, which is available on the actual YouTube channel, and that's available 24/7. It's a great day here because we've got an amazing guest who's joining us from West Virginia. So now that we took care of all the how it all works here at the Jim Master Show Live and with YouTube and everything else, time to welcome our very special guest. Again, keep the comments coming in the chat room, gang. We will see some of those. We love you all around the world, our lovely squad watching the show live right now. And don't forget to drop a comment on the YouTube channel as well. Kate Boytek, country music, rising star, singer, songwriter extraordinaire. She's actually going to perform for us as well. Yes, we've got some music coming up live for you here as well. The West Virginia-based singer and songwriter got off to a flying start. She writes with top Nashville songwriters. That's right, including Britton Cameron, who you know from Lonestar, of course, Don Williams, Jon Pardi, Sister Hazel, Brian Carper, Aaron Lewis, Walker McGuire, and the Davisson Brothers Band, other West Virginians who also had kindness to help introduce Kate to Nashville. Kate and her band have several high-profile opening slots too, and they're performing throughout the summer, which is really, really cool, with new music that is due out this year as well. She's been described as having that rare, intangible it factor that is impossible to manufacture. In her case, it's the combination of a powerful voice, a terrific knack for melody, and the camera loves her. Kate can easily come across and really take care of several cross-musical genres too, but she still retains those earthy Appalachian roots that run so deep and bring authenticity to her music and to her art. So she can tackle a lot of other genres of music, but she always comes back home to the ruthy, those roots and the earthy sounds. Or if you put it together, I guess it would be ruthy, right? If you take earthy and rooty and you got it. I'm making up my own words. Occasionally that happens, because I've been talking all day since 6 o'clock this morning in the television studio. So I might make up a few words here that I made up the word levity. Hey, that happened. I just happened to say yes a year ago. The show has a lot of light, love, and levity. And look what happened. The word levity just flowed right out, and you guys loved it. She's amazing. We're so excited to have her here. Again, just want to show you some of the amazing photos, and we'll show a lot more as we go along here. She's absolutely stoked to be here. We're even more stoked to have her here on the show. Again, she's an incredible talent musician. Now, that picture is not upside down, just so you know. You don't have to adjust your computer or your phone. That's a fantastic shot, isn't it? You ever feel like that one of those days? You ever feel like the world is upside down? Yes, we do from time to time. But again, we are so honored to have her here exclusively on the Jim Master Show Live. This is something very, very extra special. And she's all excited. We were just having a really, really cool chat before we turn the lights on and the studio lights and everything. Thanks for all the comments. Again, you guys are really building up lots of great comments here. So we'll take a look at some of those. But first, why don't you join me in welcoming live and direct from West Virginia, incomparable Kate Boytek to the Jim Master Show Live for the first time. And I know the first of what's going to be many, many visits to our show. Kate, welcome to the show. It's good to have you with us.
Hi, Jim. Thank you so much. And thank you to all the levities.
The
I'm seeing
levities.
that as well. And I just want to say hello. And I'm so honored. I saw someone say, welcome to Levity Hall.
That's
I
right.
love that.
That's what happened. I said light, love, levity. The show has a lot of that. And then I slipped out of my mouth and I said levity. That's like a year and a half ago. And then they said, we're your levity squad. You're Mr. Levity. This is Levity Hall. The guests that come on are part of the Levity family and they're part of the Levity squad, the viewers. So I think that's extra cool, isn't it?
I feel super loved, and I love it.
Well, yeah, the world certainly needs a lot more levity. And you know what I love too, which is really cool. You're very familiar with our show. You've been telling me you knew that we've done almost 700 episodes because you've been watching episodes of the Jim Master Show live series. Thanks for doing that. I love that. You're a
Absolutely.
levity.
Well, thank you. I will wear that badge proudly.
Yes. So you've been checking out, you've been enjoying what you've been watching and seeing on our series.
Yeah, I love the comfortability that you offer each guest and that you just provide that space for them to share their story in their own way. I think it's really beautiful.
Well, that's my pleasure. And, it's one of those things where I say in my professional work on television, radio, and even with this show, and even in life, just in, conversations at a diner with friends, I don't know any other way than to do it that way. And you have a very comfortable way about you and ease about you as well, which I think plays really beautifully to what you do. How did you first get started in West Virginia? I was mentioning, we have had a lot of guests, Dream of Denver, Kevin Sizemore, a lot of great talent that's coming out of West Virginia, USA. How did you first get started? What inspired you to want to go into music, Kate?
Well, it was my mom. My mom started singing, before, she had me, and once she had me, that just continued, and I was able to kinda grow up watching her sing karaoke and
Mm.
enter talent competitions, and she would work with me on the side and show me little techniques and really provide a, little home stage for me to kinda hone in on my own ability with singing and what I wanted to do there. So it really started with my mom. Um,
Mm.
yeah, it's a really beautiful thing to get to share. She's my best friend. So the
Oh,
fact
that's
that we both
beautiful.
do that has been, really, really wonderful.
What's her first name?
Jennifer.
Jennifer, hello. You're now a Levity on the Jim Master Show Live. She's going to love that, huh?
She will love that. I believe she's tuned in. So
Oh, fantastic. Well, your daughter's a Levity, and now she's a Levity as well. And we welcome Levities from all around the world. And Dante's watching in San Diego. Hello, Dante. Hello, all Levities. Now, I came up with the word Levity, but I got to give credit to Dante in San Diego because he's the one that said this is Levity Hall.
that's
Our viewer
I
said this
love
is Levity Hall, and we've run with that ever since. I said Levity, and then he said the hall part. Kathleen in New York City says hello as well. Jane's watching in Sweden.
hi, Jen.
So yeah, they're watching from all around the world, and we'll sprinkle some more in. And again, if you guys want to do super emoji, super sticker, all that fun stuff, feel free. So what was your mother listening to when you were growing up that sort of, inspired you?
Well, I always tell everyone I think I was born in the wrong decade because there's something about the 70s and 80s music that just really
Yeah,
inspires me.
I
You
love
know,
it too.
I'm a huge Journey, Fleetwood Mac fan,
Oh yeah.
the Eagles, and then, of course, more of your traditional country. I grew up on, the more traditional side of things. So when Alan Jackson first came out, and Patty
Hmm.
Loveless and Tim McGraw, Vince Gill, George Strait, all those just wonderful, iconic, singers that just paved the way for so many. So I was
Yeah.
really fortunate, that my mom shared with me, that side of country music as well as the time before me, so that I was able to really hone in
Yes.
on that.
The real legends, right?
Oh, yes.
So who else, what other artists do you like that are outside of the country genre? There are others. You mentioned Journey too, which is of course legendary. I had all their records too. What would you say are some of the other artists that you've enjoyed coming up the ranks too?
Outside of country music,
Yeah.
I'm a huge Bon Jovi fan.
Bon
I
Jovi
would
too.
yeah, I would be one of those fans that, like, got arrested for climbing on stage.
Hey, look who's here watching. It's Lovely Jennifer. She's
Hello,
there.
mom.
Welcome. It's me, Kate's mom. My folks watch too, as well. They're in Florida. They watch. Good to see you, proud mom for sure.
Oh,
So
yeah.
so when you were coming up the ranks, which you're still doing in such a beautiful way. What came first? Because I know you like to do, instruments, but, guitar. But was it the vocal first for you? Was it the songwriting? Were you the singer, the songwriter? What came first for you?
The singing came first for me,
Yeah.
and then the songwriting, and I actually am learning to play guitar. We just started doing some lessons, and I start some more intense lessons next month with the new company I signed with. So I'm really looking forward to that. Um, I have never been super talented at playing instruments. It's kind of a train wreck sometimes. See me on an instrument,
What
but
was the first one you've tried? Was it
um,
guitar or something else?
I tried guitar, and I'll actually share a short story with you. I tried guitar for a good 3 months. My guitar player decided he was bound and determined to teach me guitar. Well, that failed. So we moved on to something we thought would be easier, which was tambourine.
Tambourine, yes.
So I had it in my mind, I'm going to be Stevie Nicks, and I'm going to just,
You're gonna nail that thing,
really go
right?
for it.
Sure. And of
The first
course,
the
did
first
you?
show with the no, the first show with the tambourine, we were mid-song, and apparently I was so offbeat and not catching that I was offbeat, that the guitar player came over, took it out of my hand, and tossed it into the audience. So
You
I
had
was
a tambourine ripped out of your hand and thrown into the audience.
like, "Yeah,
And it landed on some guy's head, and he thought he was crowned.
I hope not." I
It's like,
think
where did that come
everybody
from?
made it safely.
How'd they get this on my tambourine? Is there, Madeline, is there a tambourine on my head, Madeline? Stan, I don't see a thing.
Sure, there's a flying tambourine hit me.
There's a flying tambourine coming through. That's cool.
Yeah.
So the singing, have you been somebody who, was always singing in school too? Like, did you get involved in school plays? Were you always trying to find ways to improve your vocal prowess, to sort of hone your skills? How did you train and really develop this fabulous voice?
Well, thank you. So basically I started with my mom and then progressed into singing in church. So I would go with my grandmother and we would sing more of we call them red book hymns. So it's
Yeah,
more of your traditional gospel and then also mixed with some bluegrass. Um,
nice.
then we would have family reunions every year, and all of my uncles play guitar. So we would sit around, a bonfire in the evening at the family reunion, and everyone would join in and sing different types of music from bluegrass to country to gospel, all those beautiful genres. And from there in school, I did theater, I did choir. So some things like that. I didn't really sing much in the theater side of things, but had a really nice choir experience. And from there, it just went into what it is now, doing smaller shows, and then progressing into larger venues with more opening acts and things like that.
What's so cool too, Kate, as your star continues to shine and you continue to rise, is you have worked with some of the most incredible Nashville performers and musicians and more as a songwriter as well. Tell us about how that happened. I mean, that is a real cool experience to have.
Yes, that's a new thing for me. So, I had been songwriting, on my own for a good 5 years or so, but really the last year and a half, I just kind of dived into it, and really decided I wanted to be a songwriter.
Yeah.
So there's a difference in, just writing here and there, and then writing every day, and putting a lot of effort there. So I'm friends with the Davisson brothers. They're a band
Oh
here
yeah.
from Virginia.
Sure.
They were so incredibly kind and invited me to go with them to a trip to Nashville so that they could introduce me around.
How
And
cool.
so it just was like this blessing that just fell into my lap. So they took me down, and I had the incredible opportunity to write not only with them, but also with Brian Carper, who currently has some songs out with Walker McGuire and Aaron Lewis.
Mm.
Uh, incredible songwriter. We did a session, and then I came home, and 2 weeks later ended up going back and being able to go in with Britton Cameron, who has
Wow.
been with Lonestar and several other amazing performers. So honestly, it's just been like miracles.
Like a whirlwind, right? All at once?
And I'm so honored, and there always is a bit where you're like, man, I'm so new at this. Like, I'm always a student, and
Yes, always learning. Yeah.
so to get to be a student in the presence of those
Gee.
songwriters
Wow.
has been a dream come true.
Mm. Mm. So they're really noticing, your work and your talent there in Nashville. How often do you go into Nashville? Are you there a lot these days?
I am. I love the city. It's such a beautiful city with so many beautiful people, and it's exciting all the time, full of
Becoming a
music.
music hub, yeah.
It's wonderful. I currently travel there about once a month and more if needed. So I'm really blessed to be able to go down there so often and pursue different things in that area.
I have friends that actually have left New York and other cities, and they're now in Nashville, and they're not even necessarily in country music because people think Nashville is just country music. Nashville is huge for jazz and
Oh yes,
other and pop and a lot of other genres, not just country music. And maybe initially, maybe country was huge, but that has been coupled with all these other genres, and it's amazing, isn't it?
it is. It's wonderful to see everything just kind of flowing in throughout that city. And there's so many talented musicians there. You know, I think Nashville will always have its roots in country music,
Yes.
bluegrass and gospel and things like that. But to see these musicians that have shared in that, growing up with that foundation to branch out and bring their own pop or their own rock genre on top of that country foundation, that's where magic happens, and that's really beautiful. It gives it a very unique twist. So when you're in that city and you walk down Broadway,
Yes.
you'll hear that coming from every bar.
All these different it's almost like New Orleans in a way where you hear all these different sounds and all this different music, which is really fantastic. It's got a lot of character to it, and, I'm sure influences and enhances your writing, doesn't it? And performing,
Oh
because the
yeah.
audiences really respond.
Oh, yes, you can definitely find some really good, areas and people to co-write with there because of that mix. So every co-write that you do is so different, because of that. Some people
Yes.
have a little touch of, I just had the opportunity to write with a friend of mine, and she had a touch of, like a Taylor Swift vibe.
Oh, yeah.
Kinda laid that on top of a country foundation, and that was really cool. It was a cool experience.
Wow. That's amazing. When you were a little girl, did you always dream of doing this? Was performing something that you always dreamed of?
Oh, yes. I did a, little talent show, when I was 5 or 6 years old, little pink cowgirl hat, matching cowgirl skirt, and my cowgirl boots, and, for the Matewan County Fair, I sang "Sea of Cowboy Hats," and, that kinda kicked the whole thing off.
That's it. I tell you, it's all, getting out there and getting started is what it's all about, and then getting noticed. And the feedback that you're getting is really exciting from everybody, from not just those who are enjoying the music, but also from the industry too, right? They're really paying notice and paying heed to your work.
Oh, I just had the coolest thing happen. So, I had the incredible blessing, of getting with, Burke Allen, who is my manager with Allen Media Strategies, and I was telling Jim, behind the scenes, he's such a, wonderful human being, and I tease and we call each other I call him my friendager because he's my friend and my manager. So, I've been very fortunate, to have him in my life, and it's such an honor. He is such an accomplished human being just in everything that he's done and really puts a lot of his heart into everything. So
Absolutely.
this
Yes.
team has just been a dream come true. And then I just recently signed with PCG Universal, Bernard Porter. who is such an incredibly kind man. And it's it's honestly, it feels like I have a family in my career now, that I can trust, and that, I love these people. They're wonderful people. So
You
it
and I
just
were
makes
talking about that. Yeah, I mean, when you have people that really believe, and the same thing with me and my work, if there's people who believe in what you do and what you say and what it is that you represent and what you're delivering, it's a beautiful thing, isn't it? When you have that support system, whether it's fans or just folks in the industry who absolutely get what it is that you want to share with the world, it is an absolutely fantastic and phenomenal thing. And it gives you that foundation and that support, and that it helps enhance that drive and that passion to
oh,
continue to go forward, knowing there are those around who absolutely believe in your vision and want to help facilitate it, make it happen.
absolutely. And that's a dream come true in itself, because,
Yeah, it's a
you know,
rare thing.
it is. It is. And unfortunately, in today's market, you hear these, stories and things. But I have been very fortunate to come across just wonderful people at every corner. And you're absolutely right. When they are behind you and they push you and they believe in you, it just increases and enhances all that belief you have in yourself, so that you can push harder to obtain whatever it is your goal is at the end of that.
Now, are you somebody who's always singing around the house, and are you always writing music? What? I guess that's a yes, huh?
Yes.
Singing in the shower, singing in the car, singing in the
Oh,
house,
there's some really heavy duty car concerts that happen. I
car
mean,
concerts. Yeah.
car concerts. Yes. I love singing 80s music in the car, like I
Yeah.
said, but I was born in the wrong decade. So, you know, REO Speedwagon gets played
Oh
on,
yeah.
like, the loudest volume. At some
Can't
point,
fight this feeling anymore. Right.
anymore, and you have
Yeah.
to do ours any longer.
Right. Keep on loving you.
I
Right.
love
You love so you like a lot of the anthem music too, because a lot of those songs are like anthems.
Oh, yeah.
They stand the test of time in so many different ways. Chicago bands like that, they've been around a long time, and
I
the
love them.
Eagles, and
Wonderful. They're
so you
absolutely.
love all of that.
Mhm, and then that's usually typically what, is on. I have a playlist, so
I
I
was
keep.
gonna ask, yeah, what's
Yeah.
in your iPod or your hey, I still have the boombox, I have the stereo system, I have the double cassette deck, I've got the Onkyo
Or
turntable, and we use all of it because it has such great sound.
it does.
What is in your players?
I use Spotify, mainly, and have for years. It's just my go-to. I have everything from movie soundtracks that
Yes.
I enjoy listening to, especially in the evening or on a long
Mhm.
drive, because I do travel a lot.
Yes.
Um, then I branch into your 40s and your 50s. I love Etta James and Sam,
Oh yeah.
those bands, the big band type stuff, Frank Sinatra, and all that kind of stuff. And then there's actually a little bit from every decade and every genre. I mean, I can go from the Everly Brothers to Whitney Houston to Adele, um, in my playlists. So,
Yeah.
it's a wide, wide variety. There's so many incredibly talented people in every genre.
There
That
really, really are, and that's why it's good to have, to be open to all kinds of music, because all kinds of music, there's little nuggets in all types of music, and sometimes some of these collaborations that happen are incredible. Sometimes
Oh,
what's really cool is when you'll hear something that's today, and you're like, wait a minute, they're sampling that from a 70s disco song or something. You'll hear it in a TV commercial or a song of now, and you're like, wait a minute, that's from more, more, more. How do you like it? How do you like it? I mean, oh, that's the
heard
way
that
I
happen.
like it. All those shows. But you'll hear that rhythm used now in something current, and people will be like, wow, that's cool. Is that new? And then you're like, That actually came out,
Yeah.
that was Casey and the Sunshine Band or what have which is really, really funny. What goes around comes around. What's a typical day like for you, Kate? What I mean, these days, lately, the last couple of years, no day has been typical. But for
Yeah.
you, what is a typical day like for you, as far as you know, preparing, recording, sort of getting your voice all ready to go for performances, the training?
Oh, yes. So I'm at the phase now to where I now have a Google Calendar and I have to keep everything organized. So I'm super thankful for that. And typically, my day consists of touching base with my manager and seeing what we have on the books for that day. If a phone call is necessary, we'll go into those kinds of things. If I need media training, like or something like that for this, we'll go over little things like that. Vocal training every single day. So I do vocal warm ups, and where I have some summer shows coming up, my sister does all my harmony. So we get together
She
every day
does.
now, and we go through the entire set list that we're going to do for our upcoming shows and things like that. So just a lot of prep work typically through the day, and then meetings and things that are fun like this.
Well, yeah, oh, it's fantastic having you here. This is definitely fun. What do you do to? I have a lot of friends who are performers too, and they do different things to sort of protect their vocal cords, protect their voice. I have one friend that's an opera singer in New York City, and like she won't go out when it's really cold and windy and raw because she just really wants to protect her voice because then she has to go on stage and she's got to knock it out of the park. For you, what are some things that you do to maintain and protect your vocal cords and your voice? And then what are some things additionally that you do when you're getting ready to perform? Are there certain habits, rituals, routines that you do in preparation for a performance?
Oh, yes. So typically, just a general rule that I have, that I try to follow all the time is you don't want to scream. You want to keep your voice at a level, you know, area. I don't like to go too high or too low. I don't whisper a lot or anything like that because it does feel a little straining sometimes on my vocal cords. If I have a cold or feel that I'm having some allergies or any type of thing like that come on, I do not sing. Um, Yesterday, since I knew I would be performing on the show, I barely talked. So there wasn't a lot of communication to anyone or anything like that. Thank goodness for texting so that I
Yeah.
can get my stuff done. Um, I stay away pre-show. I stay away from carbonation, any carbonation,
Mm, mm,
lemons, or no, they don't
yeah.
do well. And I like to make sure that I have some warm honey to
Yes.
really soothe my vocals, tea, things like that.
That's
Not a lot
good
of
stuff.
sugar. Yeah, not a lot of
No
sugar,
dairy. Yeah, no dairy.
no dairy,
Yeah.
no peanut butter. I love peanut
That's
butter.
a rough one. That isn't that a rough one? I mean, when I'm hungry and if it's like at nighttime and I don't want like a big sandwich or something heavy, I'll just take the spoon and scoop it right out. And that fills the stomach and it gives you that little boost and it's comforting and it fills you up.
It's absolutely wonderful when I can do it.
Creamy or crunchy?
Oh, creamy.
Me too. Hey, high five. Yes, creamy. We got the creamies. For you crunchies out there, that's fine. Or chunkies,
We
that's
still
fine.
we still love you.
But we like the smooth stuff.
Absolutely. And
That's
brand, I like the Jif brand the best, I believe.
oh, that is
Very
good,
good.
isn't it? I know. I know. This episode sponsored by Jif. Can you now send me and her 10 years worth of Jif, please?
Yes,
We love Jif.
yes, we love
Um, So
Jif.
no peanut butter, yeah, because it's also thick and it's sort
Mhm.
of. I remember when I had braces as a kid, peanut butter was one of those things that we couldn't have. You couldn't chew on ice. There's a few things you couldn't do, and peanut butter was one of them. That was tough to give up.
It is, and gum, you couldn't have gum and things like
No gum. Yes, no gum. Exactly. Yeah. Some of those things you couldn't have. But so then so you watch what you eat. You will make sure that you are, you know, eating the right things, drinking a lot of water, right?
Well, you have to stay hydrated. That is so, so key. And you know, with the eating, it's not just all it benefits vocally, of course, to protect your vocal cords, but you know, there's I travel a lot, and anyone in this profession, you know, you go, go, go. So it really consumes a lot of energy. So it's really important that you make sure your nutrition is going to sustain the energy level that you're going to need to keep going. You know, when I go out on stage, whether it be 11 o'clock in the morning when I've just woken up or 7 o'clock in the evening when I went all day, I want to be able to give my fans that same level of energy. So that's where the nutritional side of things really comes into play.
Right. Right, exactly. Because so what will be some things you'll have to get that energy so you can sustain, especially through a concert or a recording session?
Yes, a lot of spinach.
Spinach
Um,
is good, yeah.
yes, a lot of spinach, a lot of greens. So like your broccoli, asparagus, you know, things like that. And then you
Your
want
mother loves hearing that. She's
to.
eating her vegetables.
That's
Yay, she's eating the spinach, the broccoli. I didn't have to coax her into doing it. She loves it.
oh yeah, I eat it with such a pleasant face. My mom and I are actually getting ready to do a juice thing. It's like a juice type cleanse.
Oh, the juicing. Yes,
The juice.
yes.
So we're gonna try that whole thing. But you know, I typically try to stay away from a lot of carbs. I do high
Yeah.
protein, low sugar, lots of salads, lots of you know leafy greens and vegetables,
Mhm.
some fruit every now and then. You know, just that kind of thing. Just a general, almost like a keto type. I call it I
Yes.
call it lazy keto because
Really.
I don't do the full, you know, the full thing.
Right. That is funny. What inspires you? You know, a lot of times when somebody's a creator of art, which you are, um, you're inspired by the things that you experience in your own life, your own journey, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, the life lessons, the joyful moments, the tearful moments, but also observing the world around you and the experiences of watching people and the world around you. Are those some things that inspire you when you perform and when you write your music and co-author the music, co-songwrite with some of the other fantastic folks in Nashville? Or are there some other things in addition to that, your own experiences and observing life that you throw into the mix that inspire you along the way as well?
Well, with the songwriting side of things, I try to come from personal experience.
Hmm.
So I really like to write from my own story. And
Yes.
you know, there are times that I don't get to do that, and and that's fine too. You know, I still enjoy those times. But I love the times where I'm able to put a little piece of me, a little piece of my soul on paper to
Yeah.
share with my audience in hopes that it will resonate with them in case they went through something similar or,
Mm.
you know, things like that. As far as, you know, everything that goes on in the world and so many different types of people, my goal when I'm on stage singing and sharing a song,
Yeah.
is music's healing for me.
Yes, it is.
Whether it be, you know, a sad song because we all have sad moments, or a happy song, or just something that makes you feel peaceful, something that
Yeah.
makes you feel hopeful or inspired, you know, all those different types of emotions, those are all healing for me when I can feel them through music. So when I write or I pick a cover song even that I want to share with my audience,
Hmm.
try to bring it across in a way that you are able to connect with the emotion that I feel through that song. Because
Right.
while I have you for that moment, I want you to be able to leave whatever it is that you don't want on your plate, that
Yes.
heaviness, leave that aside and just join me for a moment and let's share this, you know, 3-minute song and all of its beautifulness.
You
So
know, that what you just said is actually one of the main keys to all of this. These things that we do, a lot of it is about, sharing our craft, sharing our talent, sharing our vision, sharing our love of what we do and our message and connecting with people and inspiring people. But also at the same time, it's taking people away from their day-to-day trials and tribulations. When
Yes.
you're performing, or if they're watching this show, or if they watch a good movie, a situation comedy, they go to the movies, they go to an art gallery, whatever they do, it's whatever those moments are and those feelings that they get, and especially with music like you're doing, that sweeps them off their feet, takes them away from some of the reality of the negativity and the daily news and the craziness of life. And they just sort of soak it all up, and they immerse themselves in the music, the sound of the music, the sound of the voice, the melodies, the rhythms. And at least for that 2-3 minutes, and hopefully if it's a whole album, the whole album,
Right.
they're there and they're with you, and you're sort of depending on each other, and it's providing like a therapy in a way, which is can be really deep. And I think now more than ever, our world needs more things like that provide healing, inspiration, comfort. And the arts, all these different areas of the arts that we're collectively involved in, do that. And it's our responsibility, which is a beautiful thing, is what I'm saying. You already get that it's almost like a responsibility in a way to provide that source of comfort, entertainment, humor, healing through your music. Just as I do through my work in television and radio, I understand the responsibility. I don't see it as just a job. I see it as much more doing something I love, that maybe I'm good at doing it, but I love it and I want to share it with the world. And if it helps people smile and entertains them and informs them and inspires them, that's the icing on the cake. And it sounds like you got that down pat. You understand that's how it all works. And that's what really connects people with artists, performers, public figures, is because of that relatability, that understanding of, I understand you, I'm going through that too, or I've been through that, or, I hope for that too. And that's key in music, and oftentimes really key in country music too.
Oh, yes. Country music really provides a platform for the storytelling side of things. So, and I love that about the genre, because I'm able to come to you with just complete authenticity. You know, um, I've been through stuff. I've been through heartbreak. I grew up not having a lot. We didn't have a lot. So I have that whole side of things. And now I'm doing this journey, and getting to experience all these new things and new places. And the stories that I'm allowed to share through country music will range from that beginning of that rawness of when I didn't have anything, and at my lowest moments and then my highest moments. And I'm able to share both of those sides of my story with my audience. And I do think it's a responsibility. I think if you're making music or you're songwriting, or even if you're sharing a song that someone else has sang before, um, that song was still written from someone's point of view. So even if you haven't experienced that story, you need to perform it in a way and resonate with it in a way that the audience can connect, because someone has went through that, and you need to share that. That's your responsibility. You
Hmm.
couldn't have said it any better. It truly is to keep that authentic nature about yourself, so that your audience can connect with you and know, like, hey, we're all human. We're all human and we all go through the same stuff. So let's put it, this is my point of view, let's put it on paper
Let's
and
get it
I'll
on paper,
and I'll
right?
share it with you with a melody and we can connect.
Do
That
you are you somebody who, when you're inspired, you have to preserve that inspiration right away? I've had a couple of folks who've come through the Jim Masters show, and even in my professional work, and I've asked them, because I know sometimes it's with me, when I'm inspired by something, I need to, probably why I went into this line of work, because we sort of, we're always filming things, recording things, saving history, creating the memories, but also preserving it. So when you're inspired, when you get that aha moment, Are you running to a pad and paper? Are you pressing record on the recorder? Are you trying to capture the moment as it's happening so it stays fresh, so you don't lose that real thirst and enthusiasm and passion that you initially have as you're being inspired?
Oh, yes. I do both. So I carry around a notebook with a pen. It's old school. I
The old
really,
school way.
really like that. I'll tell you the reason that I like that so much. I had the opportunity to tour the Johnny Cash Museum, and
Great
they had
place.
framed his original handwritten lyric sheets. So that touched me in such a way, being able to see his songs written in his handwriting, that I thought that will forever be something that I do with my lyrics. I'll always write them down, to be able to refer back to that, and now I'm able to share that memory, of seeing Johnny Cash's lyrics written down like that.
Mm.
So I do that, and then also, of course, I carry my phone. So if you were to go through my notes or my little, the recording app on your phone, you're going to hear a lot of la 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 la, you know, because I've gotten a melody, and then you're going to see a lot of one-liners all through my notes. I think there's like maybe 400 or 500 notes in my of just one-liners.
That's fantastic, but it all, at one day you can take it and probably loop it all together, and one kind of funky song will come out of all of the different la la la, la la la, or the different things that you're doing, and you just take it and you put it together, and it's just this one epic.
It's so funny because sometimes, I've had melodies come to me, like, while I'm in the shower. So to go back and listen, sometimes you'll hear the shower going, and I'm going, "Ooh," trying to get that melody recorded, and I can hear the shower in the background
That is,
when I go back to listen.
hear the sounds.
Supposed to be part of that melody.
That is funny. That is cool. So, I would imagine, of course, your mom's here watching too, but I would imagine the whole family, they're very proud because they've seen, the progression of your passion, your tenacity, working hard, the resilience. None of these industries are easy. We make it all look easy. It's part of our job, and maybe what we're good at doing is to make it look so smooth and easy and effortless
Mhm.
that anybody can just do it. But behind the scenes, there's so much blood, sweat, and tears, and hours, and labor, and worry, and stress, and work, and hope, and dreams, banking on so much. I would imagine, because the family knows that, they're very proud, they're very supportive, because they know what it takes and what you've invested in your career and your love of music.
Oh, yeah. I am very, very fortunate to have a full support system throughout my family, from my mom and dad to distant cousins. Everyone supports me. They always make time to reach out and tell me that they're proud of me, that they love me, that if I need anything, don't hesitate to, reach out to them. They're always coming to my shows, and they'll drive quite a distance to get there. I've had family from North Carolina drive all the way to West Virginia, which is a good
Mm,
7 hours,
that's a good hike.
just to make a 2 hour show, just to say, to be there so that I can look out and see them. And, I, I'm very, very blessed in that department. And more my mom, she shares a background in music as well. She does know what all goes into it. So when I sat down to do this career, um, I sat my whole family down to make sure that it was going to be a group thing, because it takes a village, just like you said.
Absolutely does. To do any of these things, it
It
does
does,
really.
it does. You really have to have a full support system. So my family was totally on board, and they've been on board ever since. They help me with whatever I need help with, and they share in my excitement too, which is that's a really beautiful thing. My dad probably can't carry a tune in a bucket with a lid on it, but he still will support me fully and sing out of tune behind me if I.
I
He's
love
not.
those
He's
Southern
not.
expressions. My dad can't carry a tune with a bucket with a lid on it. Write that down, folks. That's a good one, isn't it?
He can't carry a tune in a bucket with a lid
With a
on it.
lid on it. And if the lid ever popped open, they would say, "Put a lid on it."
Oh, no, he He's not on here, so I can say things like that.
But we archive our shows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's
but he's a huge support,
but he's a
of mine
great
as well.
support and a
Oh,
great dad,
absolutely. He's
and
got
that's
my back
yeah, well,
100%.
that's the key. That's what it's all about. That's amazing. So, you do have a tour that's coming up too, right? I know you're excited about, I think in June?
Yeah, we have several shows coming up, and I've been booked to open for several national headliners, which I am just absolutely ecstatic over.
Can you
I'm
say which ones yet?
Oh, yeah, yeah, I can announce the press releases have already came out for the shows.
Wow.
So this, I'm actually doing a headlining show. My closest show to date is June 5th, Sunday, June 5th. There's a place in Charleston called Hatted Riverfront Park. They host live on the levee there and things like that. So I'll be doing a rally on the levee there, and that's supported by Ronald McDonald House and
Oh,
several
that's
wonderful.
great.
Yeah, they have several wonderful sponsors for that. So I'm super excited to do a headlining show there. And then I will be opening for Easton Corbin in Logan County at the West Virginia Freedom Festival, June 22nd. You can find all this information on my Instagram. Would you mind if I shared my handle so they can follow? Is that okay?
No, sure, and we also have the website as well. Yep, we got
Yes,
all that
thank
too.
It's,
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
you see my name, the
The
spelling there.
spelling of it, yep.
My handles are all Kate at Kate Boytek, so KateBoytek. And then following the June 22nd show, I have a show the 25th that actually hasn't been announced, but it'll be announced super soon. So if you follow my Instagram, you'll see who else I'm opening up for later in June. And that's pretty exciting too. I'm super excited about all these shows.
Isn't this so cool? It's really coming together now, and I think it's because, people realize you really care, and you're passionate, and you like to have a good time, and you like to have fun with the audience, and,
Oh, yeah.
and when you're working with the other musicians, and the other singers, and the other bands, the other talent, um, there's this camaraderie. They become like brothers and sisters. It
Okay.
becomes like a family because, you're spending hours together on the road and in the studio and rehearsing and perfecting. And then you go out on stage with everybody there, or you go into the studio to record and lay down the music. It's really, you're spending all these hours, you become like family, right?
Oh, absolutely. And it's so important that you make sure that you're comfortable with for anybody out there that's going into this career, you
Yes.
really want to make sure that you're super comfortable with your band members and that you're all on the same page and that communication's clear. That's very, very key. And I've been very fortunate. My lead guitar player, Samuel James, he's quite incredible. And there's a lot of musical chemistry on stage. So that really helps for the performance because it's to play and have fun and we're there to entertain and
Hmm.
it's fun for us too. I don't really look at it as a job. That's just a moment that I get to share all these stories through these songs with my fans who are absolutely incredible and you know, I've been blessed with the best fans. They follow me everywhere. They support me just like my family does. It's a little community family in itself. So, to be able to play with your, musicians on stage so that the audience can really get a full, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Just a
The
full
full
view of
experience, a
full
full
experience.
understanding of you and what it is you're delivering and bringing to the table, right?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. That's so key. So I've been very fortunate in that area and we have a lot of fun. It's a blast every time, even in practices. We goof off. I'm quite goofy, so
That's
I
a cool thing.
enjoy I like to laugh.
Yeah, me too. I do it all the time, and I'm always looking for ways to laugh. I'm always looking for the line for the joke, but also trying to looking for ways to, make people laugh because there's a lot of heartache out there, and sometimes country music addresses that too. And some of the music they address heartache, and one of the things about country music is the authenticity, right? It's the real deal. There's no veil over country music. It's real life experiences.
Mhm. Yes, and that's really the beautiful thing for me because that's my writing style. it's always, I always want to share with you the most authentic part of who I am, always. Whether it be, that I went through heartbreak and that song that I wrote helped me heal through that heartbreak. If you went through something similar, then I want you to be able to heal through that melody and those lyrics with me, just as I did as I was writing them. So I try to be as real as possible, and still be able to come across in a way that connects with each of you. Um, you
Which is
know,
great.
I think
Yeah.
that's so important. You know, and in every genre,
Yes.
yeah, even the fun and upbeat ones, you never want to be fake. You always want to be your real self. Yeah,
Exactly.
there's only one of
And
you.
right, exactly. And the other thing too is, you have other, um, like little girls out there who are seeing you doing just like when you were a little girl, seeing people that you admired and you looked up to. And now you're in this position as you continue to rise. There are the young people who are seeing your success and seeing you work hard, seeing you do the right thing and make it happen. And that's really inspiring, isn't it?
Oh yes. Well, I have two little girls. I'm a mom. I don't post them on my social platforms,
That's all right.
but
Right.
but I am a mom. I have two just amazingly beautiful, kind-hearted. Um, I just I hit
Yeah.
the jackpot with
They are your, yeah.
department. They're wonderful, and
Musical, ability in them? Do you see, are they
oh
starting to
yeah,
sing in the bathtub and
my youngest always wants to sing, and then my oldest has taken more toward the instrumental side of things.
Oh, cool.
And piano lessons, and we're getting ready to start her in violin lessons. She wasn't a fan of the guitar because it hurt her fingers.
It can be,
I said, "Well, you're getting ready to do the musical side of things." But
God bless, with the violin because I took that in school,
did you?
and yeah, and that's not an easy one, and so if she masters that violin, kudos to her because that's a rough one, but a great one.
Oh yes, it's beautiful. But being a mom, I do try to look at all of my stuff from that standpoint, especially when it comes to my younger audience. Responsibility. That's such a huge responsibility. And you really want to make sure that what you're sharing for them is something that they can look up to. You never want to put any negativity out there because
No,
the world can provide that on its own,
there's enough.
unfortunately. So they need to come to you for peace of mind and for inspiration. And that's always important to make sure that that's front and center, no matter what audience you're singing to. The little kids are always going to tune in at some point. So
Mhm, exactly right. Now you have something, you wanted to share with us, right? A little music you wanna sprinkle our way, my friend?
I do. I'm gonna take a drink of water.
Yes,
Really
take a
quick.
drink of water. I will take a little as well.
And, I want
Cheers. We'll
oh,
we'll
cheers.
toast. Cheers. Great to have you on the Jim Masters Show.
It's wonderful. So, I will share with you all, my favorite song to cover. This is well, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm just gonna surprise you.
Surprise us. Yeah, the element of surprise live on the air is always great.
So,
All
I'll
right.
turn this down a little.
There is the incomparable Kate Boytek on the Jim Masters Show Live. Good to have you with us, everybody. I'm your host, Jim Masters. Thanks for tuning in live all around the world. Nice to have you here. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, it's Jim Masters TV. If you're loving this episode, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and do a super chat, super sticker, super emoji, whatever you like to do. We love it.
Now here you go again. You say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it. Listen carefully to the sound of the loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had and what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. And say women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. Now here I go again, I see the crystal vision. I keep my visions to myself. It's only me who wants to wrap around your dreams. And have you any dreams you'd like to sell? Dreams of loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had and what you lost. Oh, and thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Say women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. You'll know. You will know. Oh, you'll know.
Really nice, my friend. Really, really nice. And our lovely viewers are saying awesome. And that is a beautiful song, and claps and all kinds of emojis. And
Thank
I
you
love that
so much.
arrangement. Stevie would be proud.
Oh,
Very
thank you
sweet,
so much.
Kate. Yeah, beautiful stuff coming in from our viewers. We're a very interactive show. Fantastic.
Thank
And
you
much
so much.
more. You,
Thank you so
you're
much.
transported into another time and place when you're performing, aren't you? I could see it in your eyes. You're, and I get that as somebody that performs in the way that I do on the air. You get into a zone. You just get into a zone that is so fulfilling, satisfying, incredible, right? It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
really cool thing when you can connect with the zone, and you're obviously in that zone when you're performing, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I try to almost be like a vessel for the
Yes,
melody,
conduit.
for
Yeah.
the lyrics, so
Yeah.
that they can come through without, I don't ever want like an ego to get in the way or, a judgment of, anything. So I really just try to let it come through as clear as possible, without anything attached. So it does take a zoning, you do have to zone out to get in that almost like a trance type.
Yes.
So
Yeah. That's cool. That's a
I like
great.
to live in that little trance though. It's really great.
You were feeling good,
A
right?
little home away from home.
Now that was a great song to pick. What was it about that song that you picked?
That is one of my favorite songs to cover and always has been. There's something about the melody. Of course, I love the lyrics. Um, Thunder always happens when it's raining.
Yes.
That's beautiful, and what a beautiful metaphor, for life. And
Mhm.
and of course, the melody, the arrangement to the melody, it gives me this flowy.
It's got
state
that
of
sort of,
freedom, of just
yes.
freedom to allow that to come through. So I picked that specifically because it was my favorite, and I was super excited to be on here. So I wanted to share with you all my very favorite cover song. I would have done an original, but we're still working on the album and getting some things, ready to go there. So next show,
We're gonna have you back because
we will
as we
do.
say at the Jim Master Show Live, we always keep the porch light on for all of our guests because it's amazing. Every guest, and I'm blessed by this as we reach our, well, I'd say about a week or so is the actual 2-year anniversary, but we're at almost 700 shows. So we're celebrating tomorrow the 2-year anniversary of this series. And just about every guest, when they've been on, has said immediately, like after we wrap up that day, that episode, when can I come back? Can I come back?
Well, it's the
What?
feeling. It's the feeling that you share. There's such a you provide such a comfortable space. And I knew it was going to be like that seeing your other episodes, but to actually get in here and experience, your energy and your vibes and the levities, the room, the welcomeness that they provide, that's such a that's such a beautiful atmosphere. So of course, I can't imagine anyone coming on here and not being like, "So when you having me back?"
Exactly right. So yeah, that's what we try to do. We make it comfortable. That's why I tell everybody I don't call these interviews. This is these are conversations. We call these conversations. And Charlene Lee, thank you very much. She just did a super sticker during our live show, and that beautiful color there, that light powder blue, it looks like. Charlene, you're the best. Thank you. They're supporting the show there. Chris, who is watching in Ireland, says standing ovation.
Oh, thank you so much. Chris did you say Chris?
Chris, yeah. Well,
Oh,
he
thank
goes by Chris.
you so much.
He's in Northern Ireland by Belfast, but he goes by Scream Queen Army.
Oh, yes. I love it. So nice to meet you.
Charlene's already going to be looking for more of you in the future, and she's loved getting to know you as well. And Merlin is saying, "Beautiful song, Kate." She's watching up in Ontario, Canada, because we have a international audience that watches live and then they watch later.
This is
Um,
wonderful. It's so amazing to connect with everyone.
It really is, and again, this is an extension of the work I've always done, but I really love this. Um, Somebody asked, I think, earlier in the broadcast, if you do Christmas music. Have you done? Because everybody ends up doing Christmas. I'm a big fan of Christmas music. Anyway, I love Christmas music. I know a lot of the viewers do too. Any work in the Christmas realm at all for you?
There actually has been. I too love Christmas. I'm one of those people that even if it's July, if I see a Christmas store, I feel a calling to go in and look at Christmas ornaments. So Christmas music, is a big part of my life, even when it's not Christmas time. I particularly enjoy the Elvis Christmas album with his greatest hits on it, Bing Crosby, and some of those. I really love Christmas music. So my personal experience with Christmas music, I hope to eventually come out with a Christmas album, even if it's just remake of beautiful cover songs. That is in the hopes of my future for me. But I did our churches in the area that I'm from do a small like a Christmas tour thing where you
Mm,
walk around the community
that's
and you
beautiful.
see all the historic churches um, throughout our community, and we have like 8. So at each church, they have different things that you can stop different, like some of them will cook and you can eat, and they just tell you about the history of each church. And at the end of it all, they all come to the homeland church, and I do Christmas songs. So
Mm,
that
nice.
that's really wonderful. And this year, around Christmas time, I was actually fortunate enough to be on a holiday tour with Landau Eugene Murphy Jr.,
Who
who
was a guest on our show. I don't know if you saw that episode. He was
was
fantastic.
oh, he's a wonderful human being too. I mean, just as genuine in real life as you see in all of his interviews.
People know him from America's Got Talent. He was a
He's
contestant there. Yeah.
He won season 6 and
Yeah.
also joined Holly Forbes from The Voice. She was on the tour as well. And, that was an amazing experience
Mm,
for me.
a lot of energy there, huh?
Oh, it was, and they're so genuine. They're such beautiful people.
Yes.
that it really, that was my first experience with a tour. So it made it that much more incredible, being around such genuine people. And we got to do Christmas songs, of course, the whole time. So that was very special, especially considering that I love Christmas music.
It really sounds too, I'm noticing as I listen deeply to you, that as much as you enjoy the solo work, you also really enjoy collaborating. You like playing off others. You like to be part of, a group situation where there's a couple of other performers or a group of performers, and you're all playing and performing together. It seems like you love both, because there are some people, they just like the solo, they just want a solo bit. Others who like to be part of a larger group of a band or an orchestra or whatever it may be. You seem to really enjoy all of it.
I do. I enjoy the solo side of things, of course, and I look at it this way: that's such an opportunity to get a moment to experience someone else's light,
Yes.
and who they are, and what music means to them, what they bring to the world of music. I really try to not take that for granted and experience that to its full potential. So, that's kind of how I go into those processes. I never like to close doors in anything, so I try to leave all those doors open and just feel fully appreciative and let that gratitude of that moment, really seep in so that I can appreciate them for all that they bring to the world of music.
What are some other things that you like to do, Kate, to balance, sometimes the craziness of being in the music industry? Do you like to cook? Do you like to cycle? Do you like to hike, garden? Of course, you have your daughters.
Yes.
That requires a lot of time and attention as well. But what are some other things that Kate likes to do in Kate's world?
Well, I'm not a very good cook.
You mean you didn't
Right,
make a
that's
lot
why
of
I giggle.
sourdough bread during the pandemic like everybody else did?
No,
Loaves and loaves of sourdough bread?
my mom soaked up all the cooking talent in our family, and
She's
she's
the cook,
just
huh?
it's delicious. It makes
Mine too. My
dieting
mother's a
and
fabulous cook. Yeah.
it makes dieting and eating spinach all the time very difficult. She's a good cook, a good baker, everything all the way around. That gene skipped me fully. So, outside of spending time with my girls, which, I'm very fortunate in that my mom doesn't work. So
Mm.
she's able to, if I was to be gone for a long period of time,
She
she can bring
can
my
play
girls.
grandma and take care of them.
Well, she can bring them along, so I don't have to be
Bring
away
them
from them.
along. I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah.
It's even
So I don't.
better.
Oh, it's just wonderful. It's really
Ah,
beautiful. But aside from spending time with my girls, I really enjoy meditation. So I've been doing that about 2 years
so
now,
important. Yeah.
and it's a good way. There's so much that goes on with my career and my
Mm.
life that
Mhm.
it does require some me time.
The balance.
And
Yes.
I really like to make sure that I stay centered so that I'm, making the best decisions in every
Mhm.
and
Clarity and focus. Do
yes.
you so, because you're in the public eye and you're a performer, and that requires a lot of public events and all kinds of different things, you probably like the balance. You like those days where, you can have your hair in a baseball cap backwards or something, and you're just, relaxing, and you're just having a sandwich, and you don't have to do anything or be anything. You're just relaxing with the family, and the shades are down, and you're just craving those days, right? I crave that too. I love those days where it's just, you
It's
know,
nice to slow down.
chill time.
Absolutely.
I crave that. You got to have that balance, you really got to have that, you especially in these industries, you have to stay in touch with who Kate is, because there'll be so many people that will pull you in a million different directions. Kate, we want you to be this. Kate, you should be this. Kate, you're going to be this. Kate, do this. Kate, and then you look in the mirror and you're like, okay, whatever happened to Kate? And that
Mhm.
happens to you read the stories, you see the articles, you see the news reports, actors, actresses, singers, performers, athletes, whoever, where all of a sudden they were this, and then something went off the rails. You seem to have, which is a beautiful thing, again, this support system, the love of family, friends, people who care, people who are guiding you, but letting you fly at the same time. Because sometimes there's letting them fly where there's no guidance, and sometimes there's too much guidance where you can't even breathe. And you seem to have this wonderful balance of people who are allowing it all to happen around you, which is a great, great thing.
I truly do. It is exactly like you said. They give guidance without trying to persuade. So I'm really able to make my own decisions, and usually they're right in flow with whatever was going, to happen with them anyway, with my team. So the meditation really allows me to keep that balance of, I've got a million things going on here, but also I need to recenter and find Kate, because I can't bring my authentic self to you if I allow it to stray from being authentic. So that's how I keep centered with myself. And I have really found in doing that and having this incredible support system that I've been blessed to have, from my family to my team to my friends. Um, that really keeps such a solid foundation and a beautiful balance all the way through. And
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, we all end up on the same page, anyway. So there's not really too much sway one way or the other, because we all want a beautiful end result, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I always, look at everything as a student. I'm a student in life.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And, a lot of my team members feel that way too. So we kind of learn off each other, and that makes things really incredible. And you can be so much more creative when everyone in your circle is open like that. So, it's been really nice to have that, to be able to experience all of that throughout this process.
Absolutely. It's so incredibly important. It's extraordinarily important. And I couldn't agree more. We actually have this, which lists out some of the dates of the concert coming up, your tour, which is really cool, huh?
That's so exciting to see.
That
I
exciting
remember
to see?
Well, I remember being 14 and doing, like, my very first show
This
and
is like
thinking,
the Brady Bunch where we lean back this way. It's like the guests. Sometimes the guests are like, "Okay, oh, I got to go there," and then when the picture goes, then they go.
"That's too funny."
It's a good, because we're seated, so
Uh-huh.
it keeps the blood flowing. The back and the forth like this keeps the blood flowing. But that's a great run you've got coming up there. Congratulations on that,
Thank
huh?
thank you so much. That's been a dream of mine, to be able to post events back to back, like, to actually have enough to put on a whole page. So, that's
This
been
is a cool shot. We use this in
oh,
our promotion. That's a really cool shot, huh?
thank you. I have a very sweet friend, a very dear friend of mine, Abigail Taylor.
Who
Um,
does your photography?
Yes, Abigail Taylor, Norris, I believe is her married name. She's tagged in all of this stuff though, so if you guys can find her on my site, she does all these photos, and she's just really fun to work with. So all the red dress photos we did with her, and it's funny, we did these red dress photos in the middle of Christmas, or Christmas time, I mean winter time. Yes, there, and
The lady in red, Krista Berg.
I am there's some photos of me in a black dress out on that road there, by that snow, and I'm completely barefoot, and I was so cold.
Oh,
I
that
don't
had
believe
to
I've
be.
ever been so cold in my life.
Where was that taken?
These were, up in Morgantown area, West Virginia.
Yeah, yeah.
So, actually, underneath that dress, you all can't see, but I have on knee-high fur boots.
Are they Uggs?
They're Uggs. Yeah,
This
because it was
segment now
so
sponsored with
cold.
the other segment was sponsored by Jif Peanut Butter. This segment now sponsored by Uggs. So Uggs group, if you want to send some Uggs our way.
That's good. For
She
sure.
could use them when she's out there in those freezing shoots. That's a great shot too. Is that in Nashville?
No, that's actually in Charleston, West Virginia, and was taken
Okay.
by Vivian Short. She's a local photographer. I've been very fortunate and blessed to also deal with some amazing photographers. Just that
Yes.
shot right there was taken by my cousin, Megan Morales, who shoots photography in North Carolina. So, and they're so fun to work with, and they really provide. That's another area of creativity that's fun to have the opportunity
Oh,
to kind
yes.
of dive into. I sing, so photo taking pictures and stuff is kind of right along with that. You have to
Hmm.
promotion. So
Yeah, I have a friend that I have done. He's done a lot of my photo work as well, and we have so much fun on the shoots. We're trying to get things done, so we have these shots. We end up having so much fun, we forget that we're on a shoot, and he's
yeah,
good with that because he knows that because maybe we're laughing and we're just casual and there's no tense. Sometimes when you go into a photographer or studio, a lot of people are tense.
mhm,
Okay, I've got to have the pictures taken. I got to be perfect. Everything's got the hair. Everything's going to be. But when you have a friend who's taking them and you're just shooting the breeze and then he or she just snaps it when you're, or just whatever, these really cool shots, they get you in a more natural, authentic way
yes,
like that.
thank you.
That's, obviously something was said or, some funny moment.
Oh,
And she went, let me grab that quick. Even if you didn't know she was grabbing it, which is cool. It's the beauty of the work, right?
that's such a fun side of you know outside of being on stage. Something that's super fun, is to be able to do the photo
Press
shoot and
stuff and
do
the
things
photo
like that.
shoots
I
and
love that.
yeah. So you're loving the ride. You're loving all of
Oh,
this. This
every
is
single moment.
really, yeah.
Yeah, every moment. I just soak it in. I tell Burke all the time, my manager Burke, um, there's just so much that happens that I won't get to experience again. You can't go back and relive this. So I really want to 100% fully just soak it all in as it comes and be as in the now as I possibly can with each moment. So just makes it more special, be able to take a moment and be like,
Mhm.
this is really cool. I'm really and feel I think it's very important that you keep gratitude with you throughout this journey, every step of the way.
Yes, so important. Gratitude, kindness, empathy. We talk about that a lot with our guests here on the Jim Master Show Live, and it's really these things are important, essential ingredients in life. And I think maybe the last 2 years of everything that's gone on sort of rekindled that. People realize the simple things are very important. As much as we want all the big stuff and the brass ring and all the gold, some of the simple things, the quiet moments are very important. And a kind word, some empathy, helping people heal, inspiring them, all of that is
Oh,
so, so important, isn't it?
we always need more kindness and less judgment. Always.
Yes. Are you faith-based? Do you have faith under you? Is that part of your roots as well?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's
I
big.
just yes, and really grounded in love. You know,
Yes.
feeling love, trying to be love, be an example of love, share love. You know, um, that's really where I like to come from.
That's a beautiful place. Yeah. Around here, we call it Lovity. That's exactly.
You do, and I'm a levity now, so
Yes, you are.
I
I was going to say, I say it to all the guests, there's Grammys and there's Emmys and there's Oscars, Tellys, Tonys, Peabodys, um, Academy Awards. I think I said Oscars.
Mhm.
But then when you get a Lovity on the Jim Masters Show Live, I mean, how does it make you feel? Most people say that their feet start tingling. Are
Oh,
your
yeah,
feet tingling right now?
I can't feel my toes.
Toes went numb. They're tingling so much they went numb because she's a Jim Master Show Lovity.
You should have a levity award show, that's really cool.
Isn't it great? I tell you, it just happened to sort of pop out of nowhere and we ran with it. And speaking of Lovity, he usually pops in towards the latter part. The legendary actor and comedian, Mr. George Burns, is with us.
Oh,
And
that's
he pops
incredible.
in with his cigar and he said, you knocked it out of the park tonight, kid. He absolutely loved it. He looks forward to hearing more from you. He's got his little cigar there. He popped in. My aunt collected dolls, and when comedian George Burns turned 100, she collected his doll, and they got passed down to me. And we have it here as one of our cast of characters on the Jim Master Show Live. So he wanted to send you some lovity and said you were fantastic, and he wishes you nothing but all the joy in your life and continued blessing. What are some of those blessings and joys in your life that, and you've listed a few already, family and being surrounded by good people. What are some of those continued blessings and joys in your life that spur you on? And do you have any final words about our conversation that we had tonight, or anything you'd like to share, Kate?
Absolutely. Aside from family and friends and my career and all of you all tuned in, and all my other fans that, will hopefully watch this later. And if you don't get a chance to tune in, just for your support in general, um, so many blessings. There's just so many. I'm They rain down upon my life, and I truly appreciate it. It would not be possible without each of you, and I do not take them for granted. Every morning I get up, and I'm thankful for each of you and for each part of my body that gets me through the day. Literally everything. I try to take a moment and feel gratitude for each thing. So I just want to thank you all so much for spending your evening with me. It's been an honor, an absolute honor being here in Levity Hall and on the Jim Masters Show. And I hope that you guys have me back. Please feel free to follow my career. I would love to see you and hug you in real life if you come to one of my shows. And yeah, you guys just reach out to me. I still operate my social media. So it's me on there that you're connecting with, not a robot or anything like that.
Right. One of those, right.
I love when you guys reach out and share your stories. Let's connect. I love it.
Absolutely right. Charlene said, do you ever sing hymns or gospel music?
I do. I do. Yes. And if you want to, you can always leave a message requesting one, and I can post that on my TikTok.
Now, the music is your music. Is it found on Spotify? Where can people find the actual music?
I have some releases. They're acoustic versions recorded live of some original music on Spotify. But my new music is in the works now and will be released this summer.
That's fantastic.
So
So
that's all upcoming, and
keep us
I'll keep
posted.
everyone posted. Yes.
Yeah, keep us posted, and we'll, have you back, and we can talk more and catch up on all of that. I hope the show met whatever expectations you had, Kate, and you enjoyed the time with me and all of us as much as I certainly have with you, my friend.
Thank you so much. It went above my expectations. This is a beautiful space you've provided here, and I'm honored to be a part of it. Thank you so much.
The pleasure is all mine. You have a fantastic rest of your day. Good luck with the album. Good luck with the tour. Spread the word about our show. Like you say, it takes a village. If you know more folks you think would like to pop on, love to have them. And you really are fantastic. We absolutely love having you here. Beautiful voice, but even more beautiful spirit inside and out. And you're going about it the right way. You've got this great foundation of people and support, and you're living your dream. You're living your bliss, and you're sharing it with the world, which is such a beautiful thing. Nikki says it's been a joy to have you here in Lovely Hall. Kate, Charlene, Lee, one of our other fabulous Lovelies, wishing you much success in your career and all your endeavors. Much love. Thank you for having Kate coming into Levity Hall today, Jim. My pleasure. That's great, Kate. I will look at your music on TikTok. And Mona, thanks, Kate, for sharing your story and Saturday with us. Beautiful voice. I second all those emotions, Lovities. And anybody that's going to comment, if you didn't get a chance to comment during the live show, we encourage you to comment, drop a comment right on the YouTube channel underneath this episode. We would love that. And Pam says, yes, follow your bliss. And Charlene says, wonderful conversation, Jim. Enjoyed this. My pleasure, Charlene. My pleasure. Kate, my friend, thanks for being with us. You take care. Keep us posted on everything. You're definitely a lovity, and this was really awesome having you with us.
It was so awesome. It made my Saturday night. Thank you so much.
Oh, made ours as well. You take care and be well, my friend, okay?
Thank you. You too. Bye,
And
everyone.
good night to your mom watching. She's probably going, yeah, I love it. Right? Probably, right?
Oh,
That's
yes.
it. I know my mother does that too. That's it. Family's the best. Nothing tops family. I always say that. All right.
Absolutely.
You take care and be well.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
so
being with us.
much.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Okay, Boytek here on the Jim Masters Show live, and thank you for all these great comments, gang. You guys are the best. Thanks, Kate, for being here. Thanks to Charlene Lee, who did the super chat. We really love that. She did a super sticker. That's a beautiful thing to do. That really helps support all this work, all these hours, everything we do here at the Jim Masters Show live. Again, we don't call these podcasts. We don't call this just an interview show. This is like a television show. Talk show series that's quite epic because here we are. We just chatted for an hour and a half, and it didn't even feel like that, right? It didn't feel like an hour and a half. It just felt like we were chatting. Thank you, Charlene. That's very generous. You're such a beautiful soul for doing that. Really cool stuff. Gang, I want to let you know right away some exciting things happening tomorrow around here. For those of you that are watching live, again, if you're watching this episode when it's recorded, then no worries. But look what is happening tomorrow. Yes, it is our epic 2-year anniversary. I'm getting all choked up just talking about it. I've been talking since 6 o'clock this morning on the air. So tomorrow, I'm going to take a sip of something. That's nice and smooth. You know what? You notice how when I do that, it blows the lights out? It's like boom. It's like a look at that. It's like a meteor shower comes in. So let's tell you what's coming up. We have something exciting. Our 2-year anniversary special. Yes, special surprise guests, memories celebrating our 2-year anniversary of the Jim Masters Show live series. I cannot believe that we've been on the air solidly for 2 years. That's amazing. And almost 700 episodes. So we've got a great show in store for you that is coming up tomorrow. That is 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Those of you watching in the Central Time Zone, that'll be 3 p.m. for you. Again, celebrating over 2 years and almost 700 episodes of our epic series with guests that come in from Broadway, Hollywood, television, film, music, culinary arts, sports, comedy, inspiration, and all the other cool things that we do as well. So it's going to be a fun show, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Surprise special guests, memories, lots of levity coming up tomorrow. We have 2 shows tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow is our big 2-year anniversary special, again at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Join us live if you want to be a part of that. You can comment. You can help us celebrate it. Thanks to those viewers who sent in videos, those who actually took the time to send in videos of celebration. We appreciate that from our viewers, our guests that have done that. And also the guests too, the viewers have done it, but many of our guests also did. And we're going to show some of those. We're going to show all of them tomorrow on our show. So thanks to our lovely viewers that took the time to make a quick video and send it to us. And we're going to air it tomorrow. We really appreciate you doing that. Don't forget, we also have a lovely cruise. We're going to Bermuda next May. Yes. And if you want to know more about that, just inquire within. We've been talking about that, and it is fantastic. And a lot of people seem to be really interested. We were talking to the travel agency, and a lot of people are responding. We're going on an incredible, beautiful cruise to Bermuda, leaving from New York in May of 2023, and you're invited. We're very excited. If you want to know more, shoot us an email to jimmasterstv@gmail.com. That's jimmasterstv@gmail.com. If you'd like to know more about the Jim Masters Show, Lovely Cruise to Bermuda coming up in May of 2023. That's going to be epic. So tomorrow is the anniversary special, followed by another show tomorrow night. Tomorrow is what we call a double Lovity day. You know, most people are off on Sunday. I'm working on Saturday. I'm working on Sunday. I'm working like 7 days a week here for all of you to entertain you guys because we love you all. David Lautman's here. He's starring in General Hospital, Hunters, Angeline, and so much more. He's in all the Car Gurus commercials. You see a lot of commercials he's in. He's a terrific actor and filmmaker coming to us live from Los Angeles, California tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. So we have 2 shows tomorrow, gang. We have our 2-year anniversary celebration special live with surprise special guests, lots of interactivity, lots of fun. 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. That's tomorrow. Then coming up tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, we have actor David Lautman, who's currently on General Hospital, the soap opera on ABC. Also, Angeline, Hunters, and so much more. That's exciting. On Monday, so that's 2 shows tomorrow. Monday, legendary comedian, Joan Rivers impersonator extraordinaire, actress, singer, Vegas mainstay, Barbara Brighton is with us live at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, coming up on Monday. Then on Tuesday, Daryl Purpose is going to be here. He's a famed fingerstyle guitarist, singer, songwriter extraordinaire. Plus, he's one of the world's leading blackjack players. He's actually in the Blackjack Hall of Fame. Yeah. But of course, his mainstay is his epic career in the music industry. Daryl is going to be with us on Tuesday live, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Then look who's with us on Wednesday, Lucy Arnaz. Yes, the wonderful Lucy Arnaz, actress, singer, daughter of Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, is with us this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on the Jim Masters Show. We're really looking forward to that as well. Lucy's a dear friend, the one and only Lucy Arnaz. She's on tour right now across the country. She's with us this Wednesday. Don't miss it. It's going to be epic this Wednesday. Others that have been with us recently, did you see Michael Leonard, her episode of the Jim Masters Show Live? She played the mother, Olivia Walton, on The Waltons. Yes, she was the mom on The Waltons. 4-time Emmy-winning actress joined us recently. You can see that episode on our YouTube channel. Oscar-nominated Golden Globe-winning actress Sally Kirkland was here recently. Check that episode out. That is exclusive and epic. William J. Jankowski was with us last night, co-author of actress Patty Duke's last book, In the Presence of Greatness. We celebrated legendary actress Patty Duke just last night. These are just some of the guests as well. And Kate, of course, joining us. Check her out online. Check her out everywhere. Check her out on her music. And you're going to love it. You're watching the Jim Masters Show, entertainment, lifestyle, variety talk show series, where we're bringing back the Lonestar conversation with all of you. We love doing it and love doing it in style. Don't forget to give this episode a like. There's a thumbs up sign there on our YouTube channel next to this episode. Give it a like. Drop a comment. Leave a comment on our YouTube channel. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well by clicking that red button you see there on the screen. That's on our YouTube channel as well. Take a look at a few more of our fabulous comments that are coming in here from our Lovity Squad. And again, if you're watching this not live, but you're watching this later on, well, we love having you here as well. All right, let's take a look at a couple of these, and then we shall wrap up. Let's see. Wow, Lucy. Just like Mike Douglas and the great guests. Yes, remember Mike Douglas? Good night, Jim and the Lovities from Gary in Iowa. Thank you much, Gary. And Jane and Sherry Larson. Another wonderful show. Thank you all you do for us. Thank you, Sherry, as well. Thank you. I appreciate that. Pam said, I sure did. And I love Ms. Kirkland, Sally Kirkland. She loved that episode when Sally was on the show. Gang, if you didn't see that episode, check it out. It's available for you here. Kathleen Walker's here as well. Thank you, Kathleen. And everybody that's watching. This is like an episode of The Waltons. We say goodnight. Kathleen says, it's been an amazing 2 years of many shows. Wasn't able to do the video, but I sent you an email. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Kathleen. We'll be seeing you in person as well. Yes, we're going to rest these vocal cords. I'm not going to talk for the rest of the night. I am done. No more talking. We've been on the air since 6 o'clock this morning. And yes, beautiful place. You're talking about Bermuda and our beautiful Bermuda cruise that we're going to be going on. Yes, cannot wait. You're all invited to join us. If you want to know more, We have our travel agency that's in place, and they've been answering questions. And a lot of people seem to want to go, and we're so excited about that. So we invite you to come join us. It's about a year from now, so plenty of time to plan. And you guys wanted a cruise. You said we want a lovely cruise, so we put one together for you. And we're looking forward to hopefully seeing you there. Thank you very much, Pam. I appreciate that. We are dedicated in so many different ways. And we're not going to talk the rest of the night. No more talking. I love it. And Charlene says, excited to see Lucy Arnez. Yep, she's coming up on Wednesday for those that are watching live. And congrats on the 2 years. Thank you. Yeah, join us. Tomorrow is the special at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, celebrating our 2-year anniversary of the Jim Masters Show Live. 2 years and almost 700 episodes. Wow, that is amazing. All right, gang, we're going to wrap up. We're not going to talk the rest of the day. We have ceased vocal operations for the rest of the night. We love you all. Thanks for being with us. We thank Kate for joining us. We thank you for joining us. We don't say goodbye. We say see you later. We say take care. We say cheers, ciao, slancha, hasta la vista, avida zain, shalom, sayonara. But we don't say goodbye. We love you all. Be good to one another. Take care of one another. Sleep well. Absolutely. We're going to sleep like a baby. Although I got to get up early because we have a lot of production and stuff we have to do and preparation for the anniversary show. So, and it's a double Lovity day. It's going to be quite a turnaround because we got a show tomorrow at 4 live and then another one right there at 7. So, but we're going to sleep. We're going to bed early tonight. We're not going to talk the rest of the night and we're going to just rest. And we're going to sleep well. You guys are the best. Whether you're watching live or you're watching this later, thanks so much for being with us. We're building this show. It's been 2 years and almost 700 episodes live for all of you. And it continues to be epic. And it's moved me beyond expectation that you guys are here right now when there's a million other things you could be doing, that you're here. And some of you have been with us since day one. Some of you are here almost every single day. Which that's a loyal audience. And when you're somebody that does what I do, you know, this kind of work, when you're putting yourself out there and you're hosting and you're presenting and you're performing, this feedback that you boomerang back to me drives me forward to continue doing what I love doing for all of you. And however we do it, it means a great deal. So gang, we love you all, and keep tuning in. Keep spreading the word as we grow Lovity Hall and the Jim Masters Show Live together. I talk about together a lot. Even though my name is on the show and I'm the host and executive producer and creator of the series, I see all of you in this mix as well, just as valuable as the guests and all of us here. And that means a lot to us. You know, it takes a village. And we've got some heck of a village here in Lovity Hall. All right, that's about it. Everybody's saying see you later to one another. I appreciate that. And again, we would love it if you leave a comment on our YouTube channel. And thank you, Nikki. It's always good to see you, Nikki, and everybody watching around the world. Take care. Be well. We'll see you on the next one, okay? 2 shows tomorrow for those that are watching live. Double Lovity, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. That's a lot of times, isn't it? To remember all that. 4 p.m., 7 p.m., 2 p.m., 1 p.m. Thank you, Sherry. And thank you, Mona. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow as well. We love when our viewers say that they'll see us on the next episode of the Jim Masters Show Live. All right. Take care. No more talking for Jim. 6 a.m. So what is this? It's almost 24 hours I've been talking straight on television and now here. Loving every second of it, of course. But it's now time to have a nice hot cup of tea and just chill out and relax. Really cool having Kate, huh? She's an awesome talent. We love her. She's now part of the Jim Masters roster of Lovity guests. And we will have Kate Boytek back on this episode or this series real soon for all of you. Great week of guests coming up. Enjoy them all as much as we enjoy you. Jim Masters saying, thanking you for your time. This time till next time. Be well. Take care. As I say, love one another. And just keep smiling. Keep putting out all that positive energy that you can. The world really needs it pronto. Hopefully, whatever we're doing here is a little dent in that. And hopefully, whatever we're doing here takes you away from the chaos and nuttiness of all the stuff going on in the world, because there is a lot of nutty stuff going on in the world. Very nice. You're watching us from a drive-in? Well, that movie must not be too good. That's funny. Well, I'm glad. Love the shirt. Look great as always. Thank you very much, Mona in New Orleans. We appreciate that. All right, gang. You guys are the best. We're going to take off, as we say like 20 times before we actually do. You guys be well. And thanks for all these great comments. And they're still pouring in. Everybody's saying, see you later to each other. Okay. It's quite a community, quite a family, lovely family we have here. That's about it. That is an official wrap, gang. I don't have anything more to say other than you guys be well. We'll see you on the next episode. If you're not watching live, you're watching this archive, stay right there. Another episode coming up, almost 700 episodes. You can binge watch and enjoy right here on our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV, and on the Jim Masters Show live. All right, gang, be well. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Love you all. Cheers.